All right, so we got Sam, Bill's crew, Sam's crew, Sam, Bill, and I think Nate's also here, working on the outfall structure from everything draining through our section of pipe, which is what we showed you guys. Actually, everything that we're draining from back behind, etc., coming down our junction box run, going down to that outfall structure down there. Bill's moving that 42-inch pipe right now, and that 42-inch pipe is actually going in between the buildings for drainage, to carry our drainage to start all the way to our RCP. So let's go take a little gander. Me and Will, gonna do a little old school OG film day. Gonna kind of do an OG film day. Basically, this year has been crazy getting out of the gate. I am ready for it to calm down, just ever so slightly. We're gonna run around, check out some jobs today, check some things out. I gotta get some tracks on that thing. All right, let's go take a gander down here. All right. Oh my Lord, what we got going on here? So a dropper inverts into this. We're catching this pipe coming this way. Everything's flowing that way. This pipe drop inverts into this box and runs out. Like I was telling you guys, this will also be a curb inlet box. So that's why the structure is formed, just like the one I was showing you guys up there the other day. This one wasn't formed yet. This one's formed and poured, and they'll come back once we work our way up, figure out where our road edge is and establish that. We'll pour this top all into one, and it'll be integrated in part of the curb. So as it comes down the gutter line, hits into our box, and it's fixing to go out right behind you. Right here is gonna be our outfall structure, flared end, etc. We've got our pipe. We've got to, I think we have another box going there, or that's the transition, etc. All that rock's gonna basically serve as a debris dam coming out of that flared end. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, there you go. You can see a little bit better from up here. That's a flared end. It's literally that simple. Water comes out, circular, and it flares out, gives that water a little bit more room to move and cast, and it's gonna hit that wall, debris wall right now is using so we don't have anything mixing with the stormwater right now, but eventually it'll be all spread out, make it look nice and pretty. We're about got this drainage system connected. Let's go check out up top here. We're standing here at this box. You guys saw all the work that's happened down there. Essentially right here is where we're kind of stopped because we got these power poles. Look right here, Will. There's this power pole, there's the next power pole, there's the next power pole. All these power poles got to get out of our way so we can keep running our storm drain. It's literally right in line with our storm drain. We've moved water. Well, we're going to move the water. There's sewer to move. There's gas to move. There's Cox Cable, which is our local internet provider. There's AT&T here in the ground. All right in the way of our storm drain, and we've been waiting almost a month for some answers here. So ready to get going on that. Yep. This gas service, am I still on? This gas service right here, we got those meters that are moved down there. They were sitting right here. I'll show you the next gas line, but in reference, we're gonna feed this house off of this house to delete that gas line that's in their way up there of running that storm drain line. I was told when we took this job channel that this tenant and that tenant would be out on January 1, not July 1. And so working around different site conditions, tenants, renters, etc., can be really challenging, to say the least. AT&T box, this is all that Cox cable that's gotta move, power's gotta move. We were just standing there at that last hole right there with that concrete pipe about 8-9 feet below. I just told you these power poles right here are in my way. If you see this stake right here, fellas, that stake with that ribbon, that's the center of my box, my curb inlet box, like I've been showing you guys along through here. So I need to bring it right through here. We're gonna pour another box right at the front of this driveway. And as you guys turn into where we've been talking about, we are gonna fill, we're gonna fill, we're gonna fill. Well, now it's filled. Now we gotta dig a pipe right through the middle of it. And that's that black 42-inch pipe that you see coming up the road from Bill right now. So this gas right here, guys, had already been moved. That casing right there is a casing for a 1/2-inch gas line that's feeding these 2 meters. Right now, we've worked with the gas company. If you guys see over my shoulder, that yellow mark goes right out there next to that power pole where that box is going. So they've actually proposed to us, they've been working with us a little bit. We're gonna feed these meters off of that other gas meter I just showed you guys. Essentially run a service line tee-in off of that other service and feed it behind the house, which gives the boys plenty of room to go ahead and continue out this temporary retaining wall. We got a little retaining wall here. You can tell grade's changed quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a cap block, and I think there's one more that it's base sitting on. So you're talking roughly 40 inches. We've brought grade up to where Will's standing. That 42-inch pipe that Bill's moving right now, he's gonna be bringing in. We're gonna be laying that right in the middle of their brand new constructed road. And that's gonna move all this water that I keep talking about. It's gonna drain to a point and move out that 42-inch. We had to establish grade first before we could just start putting stuff in the ground. This wall was part of it. Need that gas service moved. As you guys can see, maybe Will, you can show them the gas meter over there on the other duplex that is still existing with tenants in it. We're gonna feed right through here, boop, 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 right on and around. And that should hopefully mitigate all of that.
I hope they can hear that music.
I hope so too.
It look really silly.
There's another wall going back here. You can see we've tapered off the fill for now. There's another wall getting established, basically tying this point in. We've got a box. I know you guys keep hearing me say box, 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 but if you see, we've been using that power pole as reference, that black 42-inch plastic pipe that Bill's moving from down the road. We're gonna basically build a box right here, catch all the water that's gonna drain on top of here in this box. Big pipe that takes a 42-inch all the way to 2 more boxes up there, which change the direction and make it hit all the way down to where we just came from at the outfall structure. Man, this looks good though. I'm really, this is a different kind of job for us guys. Retaining wall, obviously we do utilities, obviously we do dirt, but just the variety of things that were thrown at us on this job. Moving a lot of existing utilities. We move them, but we're not necessarily as involved with this or that or talking to this person, that person. So it's been kind of a learning curve for me and Dalton, etc. If you guys, this fourplex, this is kind of a different market I wanted to explain to you guys. This fourplex right here is essentially what that house used to be right here. We're gonna take this house, these 2 houses that are still existing with tenants in it, tear them down, and they're gonna build a quadplex. Well, it takes 1 property, and then now you get 4 incomes, right? We're gonna basically have 16 new places to live through here. It's kind of cool. Glad we're a part of it, and let's go check out some more stuff today. Come on. Channel.
Why are you laughing, bro?
So what we got here, guys, we got a valve. That's anytime you see a round concrete donut like that or a valve can, I know it sounds pretty elementary, but when I point to that and I say a valve, you're probably like, what? Well, there's a valve underground right there where we connected to, there's an existing water main right here. Well, we connected another valve right here, punched a hole in it, and we took a line right through here. In the first 5 to 7 foot, the crew put a corp stop in there just like we would feed a meter service, came up, and this is actually tied directly into that main. Right now, the valve is open down there. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? You can. Nah, screw that. All right, cool. So this gauge, we're sitting, I don't know if you guys can see. Here's 100, 150, we're a couple ticks. That needle basically doesn't need to move. This valve's shut off, that's coming from our pump. This valve's open, which is reading the pressure in that water main right below, all the way up here to right here. Kind of cool, huh? I know we haven't probably talked about testing much on this channel, but I used to do a bunch of it. Dylan, what is going on, Wire? Gotta get a Rode mic. Rode, where you at? Sponsor, what's up? It's probably the loudest trailer I've ever heard in my life. They're fixing to hook this pump up right behind me. They're gonna increase that pressure to 200 because we just found out that we need to test it 200 instead of 150. I swear to God, this gauge has gained while we've been here.
But if you'll excuse me for a minute.
Yeah, no, we'll go up here. We've basically worked within this easement. This is a private easement. This trucking facility that we're feeding this water main to is building a CDL school, which is awesome. Blue collar movement. We love to see more local opportunities, especially for our folks around here, locally, obviously. A separatized water main for fire suppression, but this is a public water main, so they can feed a meter off of it. If it was just dedicated fire service for just fire hydrants, technically within the state of Arkansas, you're not supposed to be able to feed public water. So they couldn't feed a building or set a meter on it. It would just serve for fire hydrants. Kind of weird there. So this easement right through here, this piece of property is owned by the same folks that we are working for and setting that hydrant in where we're fixing to walk to. So I don't want to hear any comments. Oh, look at that mess. There's people, la, 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 la. We're getting it dressed up, but you guys can see, like I said, there was one existing main up there on the highway. We punched in our valve, and so now we put basically a T in the line, and we are heading right through here. And come walk with me. We laid, I think Will could probably put a little time lapse-y as me and Will are walking. There was a cool GoPro time lapse of the boys putting in, what do we put in here, Will? What kind of pipe? Hit me. What kind of water pipe? Come on, hit me. Come on, Will. 8-inch C900 plastic. Yes, you would have. So right here, where am I? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So if you guys turn around, that's where we started. We're still walking right through here. The property line, you guys can see just about where the property line is established. It's probably not exact, but fairly close. We wanted to establish as close to that property line as possible, obviously, with it being a public water main. But with these trees, that bigger tree right here, the landowner was basically like, can we just scoot it over? We own this piece of property anyways. Can we scoot it over 10 feet? It was possible. So we moved it over. We are basically right about in here right now, I do believe, guys, okay? Keep on rocking and rolling. And I want you guys to understand, if we didn't hit, we hit four unforeseen site conditions underground, fixing to walk up on one, it looks like. And we laid this thing in less than 2 weeks. Just a little over 1,000, no, it wasn't 1,000 foot, it's just under 800 feet, 700 and something feet with a hydrant and a service. If we didn't hit all these unforeseen conditions, I think we would have been in and out of this one, and that's the plan this year, in and out. Check this out. Will, did I send you this video? Look at this tank. This tank's cool. We are literally walking right where we just come through. Turn around and look at the boys now. They way down now, way down now. So we were digging along. Don't let me forget to send you this clip, bro. I've got a clip of it actually in the ground. So we can show that to you guys right now. But essentially, we had to, didn't know what was in this tank. We're dealing with public water, can't have oils, whatever this thing held. This is an old, it's an active truck shop, so who knows what it could be. Got with the city, let the engineers kind of decide what we needed to do, and that was get it out. So that's exactly what we did. We put compacted material back in, got densities, etc., etc. But cool, I think it was an old school water separator, maybe? Old water separator, sand filter, etc. I don't know, but it held a lot. Oh, Will, love him. He's the guy. Hit the like for Will. You see where the saw cut is right here, channel? Which is, here, let me go stand on it. Right here and here. That's where that 8-inch water main's been running, right underneath that big pile of spoil. And I just made a little side note, go hit the short. I need a dump truck driver. But if we had a dump truck driver, all this material would already be gone and in and out of here, and would be very helpful. Ishmael cleaned up all the sides, everything. But we took up quite a bit of this room through here as we were laying through here. we moved pretty quick for, you know, being an older facility, not knowing what we run into. But this tank was right here, protruding out right here underneath my feet. And you guys will see in that clip, the 8-inch, we stopped it back here and kind of built a dam to keep the water and the muck. Dug all the muck, any type of material that was within 2 feet of that tank, all got dug out. Contaminated soils is what I was looking for. That could even had a chance of being contaminated. It was all dug out, put with compacted material back in, and we hauled it out of here. So, oh my God, it'd been so funny if they were pumping that water line and I was standing right here and I messed with that meter can open. Just a little tiny, even just a drip, 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 drip shows on a gauge. That's why we do it. We want to make sure the mains that we're putting in the ground are going to be holding. Thank you, Mr. Blue Collar Man. There's not enough of those guys out in the world that can work on semis and dump trucks and actually have the mind. So there's a bunch of guys that work here. This is Pam Transport, by the way, if I didn't say the job name, but that's where that water line ends up, with another valve tied with a hydrant, with a $200 hydrant wrench up top there, just laying there. Okay, cool. And then there's a meter can service, and you can see plumbed out right here for this brand new CDL school. And I'm gonna grab some pictures for our Facebook. If you guys haven't checked out our Facebook, our Instagram, we're fixing to be doing a whole lot on there. We already have been, but go check it out. Give us a like and follow. What happened? Nothing. Oh God, Bart, what'd you do? Bart, what'd you do, bud? No, it's perfect. You just don't want to carry all the water.
Is it turkey season yet?
You bet, buddy. You're good.
Yeah, I have one.
You're fine. Looky there.
Do I need to wash my hands?
Yes, please. A little chlorine in there. You ain't had a chlorine burn yet, bub?
Well, I have before, but
Okay.
I'm with you guys.
Okay. Well, anyways, you going to Hinesville?
Yeah, we need to make it to.
I got you, bub.
What is it? Got some dirt?
Yeah, I just got a bunch of dirt. I got you.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat at Freddy's and then we're gonna go.
Okay, that's fine. We ain't got time for that. We don't.